Bob's deepest secrets just now? Did you get it? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Oh, yeah. Guys are moving a little slow today, I noticed that. I know I am too. Man, I'm telling you.
One turkey left.
One turkey left. That's me. Just seeing what I'm dealing with here this morning. This is a scary view from up here, but I'm going to do my best. 2 Timothy chapter 3. We're going through the Bible. This is where you came today. So don't blame me if God's speaking directly to you. So that's the way she goes. Paul is writing to Timothy, his successor in Ephesus. He's the pastor of the church, and now the gist of this has been, don't adulterate the Word of God, This is how you do church. So he says this in 2 Timothy 3, but know this, verse 1, that in the last days perilous times will come, for men will be lovers of themselves. Does that sound familiar? Lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers. It's like watching the news. Disobedient to parents. Oh, that doesn't happen, does it? How many of you grandparents aren't allowed to see some of your grandchildren? Want to put your hands in the air? Quite a number. Let me tell you something. That's a cruel thing to do to somebody. But it's a sign of our culture. Blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. So you know who you are, just been descriptive. Having a form of godliness, but denying its power, and from such people turn away. For these sort are those who creep into the households. The word here is idea of worming their way into households, okay? And make captives of gullible women, loaded down with sins, led away by various lusts, always learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now as Jannes and Jambres resisted Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds disapprove concerning the faith, but they will progress no further. For their folly will be manifest to all, also as theirs also was. And so here God is describing the last days. Remember, there is a last day, but this is part of the last days. He's saying that we will be embedded in a culture of love of self. Love of pleasure instead of, as the Greek is saying here, the love of God. Self-absorbed, selfish culture, and we are told to be constantly aware of this. The word here, perilous times. It means fiercely antagonistic. The only other time that this word is used in the Bible, when Jesus had come to the other side, into the country of the Gadarenes, two possessed of demons coming out of the tombs, exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by. That's a description of our culture against the gospel in these last days. There is a war in our culture against Christianity. You better be aware of it. I'm here to educate. I'm here to educate you, make you understand what's happening around us on the news. Our universities in North America are denigrating disastrously. They've embraced all kinds of things. I'm going to get into that. People will not want to hear anything you have to say. It's building to a crescendo. They'd rather just scream at you and call you names. Remember, university was there to investigate diverse ideas. University and diversity put together, that's what it means. It's there to sample ideas and weigh them out with reason. That's gone. That's all gone. And the whole flow is, we don't want your nativity scene where we can see them. We don't want the Ten Commandments or prayer in our schools. We demand that our taxes fund infanticide. Just stop and relook and reassess things around us. Churches want entertainers in their pulpits. The vicious destruction of people to gain power, all these things here. And so they want salesmen in the churches peddling human potential. Joel Osteen. I mean, don't be deceived by this stuff. Tony Robbins, Robert Shore, all these, they creep into households. They look for silly women. And the word here is a gender-neutral word. It means they deceive womanlings. A child is easily deceived. It's not a sexist term. It's the idea